What's up, everybody? It's your boy, the Noob. It's that time of the year again. Yes, I am talking about where I go on Amazon and other websites and I buy myself a crapload of light novels. I've got a bunch of continuations on the ones I already own. I've got several new ones that I've added to my collection. And I got two things that are not anime related, but I think I should share because I find them quite fun. So the first one in the non-anime related section is da-da-da-da. I got myself... This is my first VR headset. It is the Quest 2. I have been enjoying this since I got it. I, of course, bought Beat Saber, and I bought whatever that Star Wars one is. Not the one with Darth Vader, but the one where you're like a gunslinger. I have really enjoyed the two games, and I can't wait to see what else I will find in the VR universe, because I didn't think I was ever going to own one, but... hey, I was able to get one for a pretty good price, and I can't wait to dive into it more. The second item that is in the non-anime list kind of goes with a cosplay of mine. If you don't know, in conventions, I have a Plague Doctor costume. I've always worn it. I've enjoyed it for years. It's a little redundant now, so I kind of feel bad about it, but it's still one I'm going to enjoy after everything when the cons open up. And there was something I saw on the internet that I just had to have. I'm introducing you to my assistant. That's right. This is a plushy little Plague Doctor. I'm sorry. I don't know what it was about this. I just had to buy it. I think I got it for $20, $30. He's soft. He's fluffy. He's got his little lantern. He's got his mask. And he's got, of course, the hat that goes with Plague Doctors. This will be going with me to conventions when I do the Plague Doctor. All right, now we're going to do a real quick skim of the continuation novels that I have. If at any point that you want to learn more about these light novels, you can go back and check some of the other videos that I have of unboxings. They will give you more in-depth descriptions. So let's do a quick one. The first one is Arifureta, From Commonplace to World's Strongest. Isekai story. Kid gets knocked into the bottom of a level, crawls his way out of hell, and becomes the most badass character there is. The Rising of the Shield Hero. This light novel takes place right after the end of the first season, so this is going to be part of the second season. Of course, isekai'd, Shield Hero is blamed for being a rapist, has struggles through his life, gets one of the best raccoon daughters there is, and by far a great isekai. A Certain Magical Index. This is volume 3 of the Magical Index series. Boy with the most unlucky characteristics in a world of science and powers has the ability to break any powers that there is, and unfortunately, thanks to his luck being crap, he gets dragged into everything. The Saga of Tanya the Evil. What would happen if a lolly had the powers of a magician in World War II and was on the side of Germany? Well, that's what you get with Tanya. Psycho lolly that you really don't want to fuck with. Goblin Slayer. This volume is after the first season and the movie, so this is all new material to me. One man versus all the goblins. Demon Lord? Not that. Dragon? Not that. Goblins? Here he comes.
Did someone say goblins?
The Irregular at Magic High School. Main character is OP, but because of the tests that they have, he is considered not one of the higher ranks. But leave it to him to prove that he is far better than those who think that they are the greatest. That time I got reincarnated into a slime. Man dies saving his friend, gives the most realistic wish before he dies.
家のパソコン、ハードディスクの中身、風呂に沈めて完全に消去してくれ。
Gets turned into a slime. How does he survive? Eat everything, gain the powers, befriends everybody, gets the best secretary waifu there is. You can at me at that. I don't give a crap. Didn't I say make my abilities average in the next life? God, this one's really long and sometimes I forget. Cute girls doing cute things in the adventuring world. Girl gets isekai'd, tell God that I just want to be average. God, unfortunately, is literal, puts her in the middle between powers of dragon and power of a worm, so she's OP as fuck, but doesn't want to stand out. Now, that was a quick run through of the continuation books that I have. If you want me to explain more on any of these, let me know in the comments below. I will actually do a more in-depth one. But let's get to the new light novels that I am adding to my collection. The first one is Monster Girl Doctor. I got the first 2 volumes of the light novels. Now, if you are a fan of the Monster Matsumi, this is slightly connected to it. Some of the art people did it, and someone who got the okay from the original writer wrote this story. You will see a lot of similarities. I unfortunately think it didn't do as well as an anime because everyone kept comparing it to Monster Matsumi, and they were looking for tits in every episode. This is not that. This was a Monster Matsumi with a story. Your main character is Dr. Glenn. He is one of the few, if not the only human who knows how to treat monsters. And he lives in a town where monsters and humans live together, and he is aided by his doctor assistant, Safi, one of the best snake girls in my opinion, and it's just the story of him taking care of all these characters. Yes, he does kind of get a harem because a lot of the girls do fall for him, especially since not many humans know how to deal with monsters. But overall, I like the story. I love the interactions with the characters. Each character is unique. You got Safi the snake. I always call her Tia for short. She has a very long name, and I always remember. The centaur. You've got a spider woman who, when they did the dub in English, I'm sorry, that southern twang accent. Mwah. You've got a mermaid. You've got a flesh golem. You've got a cyclops blacksmith. Each character brings in something unique. They're not just all falling over Dr. Glenn. Yes, they all really do like Dr. Glenn, but they're not just there to be pretty and show boobies. They actually have something to contribute to the story, and I wanted to read the light novels because I've caught up with the manga, and unfortunately I don't think they're going to do a season 2 of the anime, which sucks. So I'm going to start reading these. The next one goes back to an old anime that never got a 3rd season, and I am sorry, I'm very disappointed. It is Spice and Wolf. Spice and Wolf is a very unique anime because it deals with economics back in like the old times. Your main character is a merchant who runs in, or should I say has a stowaway in his cart named Holo. Holo is a wolf goddess, and by the way, best goddess there is. Y'all might like Hestia, but screw you. I'd rather have this sassy fox goddess than any short, big titty goddess any day. She is smart. She is sassy. She loves to play with the main character. And it's just the story of the 2 of them traveling along. She wants to get back north so she can get back to where she originally came from. He wants to travel and be a merchant, eventually get to the point where he owns his own business. I love the characters in this. I love their relationship. It feels so natural. Yeah, she might be a wolf goddess who sometimes speaks wiser than her years, but then there's other moments where she is so adorable. She gets jealous, she gets pouty, she gets all these different emotions, and the way she interacts with the main character is just too good. So, since we're not getting a 3rd season, it looks like, I had to get the light novels. The next one is an anime that I don't think got as much love as it should, and I wanted to read the light novels on it. It is called The Asterix War. This is a story following your main character. He is a boy trying to find out what happened to his elder sister. Now, the thing that I like about him is, even though in this story they have powers that they use, he isn't overly OP. In fact, he has this unique thing where he can only use his full powers for like 2 or so minutes before he suffers a backlash. There's tournaments in this. There's corruption because since he is considered a weaker person because of the restraint he has on him, people don't treat him fairly. And he meets up with friends. This pink-haired girl basically becomes his girlfriend. You find out later on she's the princess of another country and all that. But I love the story in this. I love Battle Royale, school ones that are very unique, that add something, a little twist. We're not going to get a 2nd season of this, which is so sad, so I decided to buy the light novels. Now, the last one that I'm adding to my collection is one that got an anime last year, and even though the anime went a little fast for me, I still enjoyed it. It is By the Grace of the Gods. This is where your main character gets isekai'd, and the gods meet him. They apologize because the god who runs Earth basically made his life shit because he gave him all the trials that eventually turned him into a hero, but on Earth they don't need heroes. So these three gods that met up with him felt bad, said, hey, we're going to reincarnate you and we just want you to live your life. Do whatever you want. And your main character, he lives in the forest as this little kid, and he basically tames slimes. And that's it. He doesn't do overpowering stuff. He just raises slimes, and to the point where he gets like thousands of them. He meets up with people like a few years later who get lost in the woods and are injured. He helps them. Turns out this family was a duke, and the duke eventually comes back and says, hey, why don't you come with us for a bit? I feel bad that you're in the forest. Why don't you come live in the city for a while, see if you enjoy it? And he goes along with them, and it's just this young kid who originally was an older, overworked person in Earth, just living his life, finally enjoying stuff, especially with his slimes, which aren't considered a big thing, but he shows that they are really good. Wholesome is a good term for this story. This is the first light novel, and it just came out, I believe, last year. So I can't wait to see how far in the light novels will go. The anime went up to where just after the manga has caught up to, so I want to see how far it's going to go, because I definitely love the relationship between our main character and the Duke's family. And I'm sorry, the Duke's wife in this, mom material. Forget every other mom in any anime or manga. She literally adopts this kid to the point where she gets sad when he's upset. Best mom. She gets the Best Mom award. I don't care what anyone says. Well, folks, that's all the light novels that I've added to my collection. I have my Plague Doctor plushie, which will come with me to cons, because why not? And the Quest 2, I don't know if you'd ever want to see me playing it, being an idiot. I don't know. It seems like fun. I've enjoyed it so far. Watching the videos on it is a little weird, but I'm still getting used to that. But anyways, that's what I've bought this time around. Was there any of these light novels that you want me to talk more of in a later video? If you do, write me in the comments below. Let me know which one you want me to talk about that you might find interesting, and I will do that later on. Till then, thank you for joining me. I'm the Noob, and have a good night. See ya.